Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the MarketSite studio, we have Arad Levertov, CEO of Sunbit, to discuss the future of payments in the $4 trillion consumer lending market. Arad, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
You got it. And before we get into the future of payments, tell us about Sunbit. What are the solutions that you provide?
So Sunbit is a financial technology company for real life. Many people are familiar with the pay over time or buy now pay later products that are usually going online. Sunbit has two products. One is the pay over time that is focused on what people really need. So when you fix your car, when you go to the dentist, we help the customer to get a service and pay over time. We are active right now in 7,500 locations of the car dealership, which is 40% of the authorized dealership service market, and also in dentistries, veterinarian, eye care provider. Total 20,000 locations, adding 500 to 700 a month. The second product is our Sunbit card, which we announced in 2022. This card basically brings the best of credit, debit, and buy now pay later to the wallet of every person. Basically, customer can use it anywhere and then choose each purchase how they want to pay it. We are processed over $300 million in this card, and 60% of it are being used for everyday purchases. Our products are focused on the customers. We are inclusive, which means we approve more customers. We are super transparent, and we never charge any fees.
Let's talk about the consumer for a moment here, because we know spending has become restricted, right? Interest rates are moving higher, student loan payments are coming back online, and it's been tough in general for the consumer. Do you expect things to improve or stay tight? And the buy now pay later market, how can that be impacted if consumers are going to have to make tough decisions on what they're paying?
That's a great question. I think first of all, we need to understand that this is the new reality. Interest is high, we don't know when it's going to go down, and still inflation is still relatively high. So I think this is a stress test for every company, especially in the fintech area, and each company has to ask itself like three basic questions. One, do I add value to consumer? Two, can I make profit of it? And three, can I make these two while I keep my core values? So first of all, as you mentioned, consumer are tight. Are consumers still willing to pay for the product I'm selling? Second, can I operate? Can I make profit at a cost that is lower than this revenue? And three, can I do this while keeping my core value, my promise to employees, to investors, to consumers, as I did like 3-4 years ago? The companies that will be able to do it are the winning companies, and that's what we try to do every day.
How has the macroeconomic environment impacted Sunbit specifically?
So Sunbit is a fintech company. We got impacted, especially by the increase in interest rate. Saying that, our consumer also got impacted, and sometimes they need us more. So when I see that we are able to help a customer who was never approved for a credit card to fix their car at no interest and drive back to work, or helping another customer get a root canal and split the payment over 12 months without interest, without deferred interest, and without fee, I think that we are doing something right. Now the question, can we also do the margin right?
Right.
And luckily, we have the right fundamentals. Our mission from day one was to eliminate waste and pass value to the consumer. So we built the company first around technology. We put everything we do, we put data and technology, whether it's how do we sell, how do we treat the customer, and how do we run the operation. It gives us the feedback to get better and better and better. Second, we focus on the consumer. One of our values is innovate for good, so we try to do it and always do in the consumer. And third, which is probably super important, we don't get blinded by the numbers. We served millions of customers and billions of dollars, but we always remember there are people behind it, and we need to serve them really well. And when we do all this, we were able not only to grow this year, but also to keep a super healthy margins.
What comes next for the payments market? I mean, currently consumer lending, I believe consumer lending market's $4 trillion. It's a big number. What's next for the future of payments?
That's a great question. I think that when you think about the future, you need to take a step back. The market is huge and is still owned by the old school credit card companies. These companies provide a horrible customer experience for the customer. They have hidden fees and definitely unnecessary fees. Consumers deserve more. Consumers deserve more. They deserve better product, more transparency, and actually cheaper. So I think the long term, the winning, and consumer will get it because they deserve it. So the winning companies will be those who put the consumer in the center, who focus on technology, and of course make profit. And that will happen. It's just a matter of time that will happen.
Let's talk about you for a moment here. I understand before starting your business career, you served in the Special Forces. How has that impacted your leadership style?
I think that both in Special Forces and in business, the most important thing are the people around you. And once you have the good people, the second thing is to put the right mission. And if you have good people and the right mission, something magically happens, which is the ego moves away. It's not about how do I do compared to how you do. It's how we work together to achieve this mission. And when you do it right, everything is doable, definitely in the business.
Yeah. All right, Rod, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.